watching Ask the Institute, presented by the Options Institute at CBOE.
Welcome to Ask the Institute, where we explore the topics that you want to know about. I'm Michelle Kaufman, Market Observer at the Options Institute, the Education Division of the Chicago Board Options Exchange. Today's topic comes to us from Emma in Chicago, Illinois, who asks, Michelle, can you follow up your segment on exercise with a thorough explanation on the term assignment? Thank you, Emma, for sending in your question. A number of viewers submitted a similar request to provide that same explanation on assignment. Assignment is the process by which an investor with a short option position is called upon to fulfill the obligation. In the case of a short call, the obligation is to deliver the stock to the exerciser of the call. In the case of a short put, the obligation is to buy stock from the exerciser of the put. Let's suppose that an investor with a short call position receives a notice of assignment from his broker. Since the short call option is an obligation to sell the underlying stock, the result of being assigned on a short call is that the stock is sold, and the sale price is the strike price of the call. So if a hypothetical investor named Hugo is assigned on one XYZ 40 strike call, then Hugo sells 100 shares of XYZ stock at $40 per share. Now pay attention here at this point. Hugo's stock position after the assignment of the call depends on the stock position he had prior to the assignment. If Hugo owned 100 shares of XYZ stock prior to the assignment of the 40 strike call, then selling stock would close his long stock position and leave him with no stock position. Prior to the exercise, Hugo owned 100 shares of XYZ stock and had a short 40 strike call. After the assignment, he had no stock position and no call position. If, however, an investor had no stock position before being assigned, then the stock sold from the call assignment creates a short stock position. Using my previous example, let's now assume that Hugo had only the short 40 strike call and no stock position in this case. The 100 shares that are sold as a result of the assignment of Hugo's 40 call creates a position of 100 shares of XYZ stock. Now, let's consider an example using put options. Suppose that a hypothetical investor with a short put position receives a notice of assignment. Since a short put option is an obligation to buy shares of the underlying stock, the result of being assigned on a short put is that stock is purchased, and the purchase price is the strike price of the put. So if a hypothetical investor named Sarah is assigned on one short QRS 55 strike put, then Sarah buys 100 shares of QRS stock at $55 per share. As with calls, Sarah's stock position after her put is assigned exercise depends on the stock position she had prior to the assignment. If Sarah had no position in QRS stock prior to being assigned, then assignment of this put and buying stock would create a long stock position for Sarah. Prior to the assignment, Sarah had a short QRS 40 strike put and no position in QRS stock. After the assignment of the put, she owned 100 shares of QRS stock, a long position in the stock, and no put position. If, however, Sarah had a short stock position before being assigned on a short put, then the stock purchased from the put assignment reduces the short stock position. Using my previous example, let's now assume that Sarah, in addition to having one short QRS 40 strike put, also had a short stock position of short 100 shares of QRS stock. In this case, if Sarah is assigned on her short 40 strike put, then the 100 shares of QRS stock that are purchased close her position of short 100 shares of QRS stock. An important point about assignment is, how does my broker notify me if I've been assigned? Procedures of notification vary from brokerage firm to brokerage firm, so be sure to check with your broker to make sure you understand their procedures. I'd also like to mention that options on individual stocks and exchange-traded funds, ETFs, can be exercised on any business day. So assignment prior to expiration, or so-called early assignment, is a possibility. Although early assignment is rare, it is most likely to happen to in-the-money options near ex-dividend dates. Typically, in-the-money calls are exercised on or on the day before a stock trades ex-dividend, and puts are typically exercised on ex-dividend dates. To learn more about assignment, review our free online course entitled Fundamentals of Equity Options, available here at SIBO.com. Once again, this is Michelle Kaufman, Market Observer at the Options Institute, exploring the topics that you want to know about.